name is Mary Stevens. Um, what? Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, better.
Okay. Hi, I'm Mary Stevens, and Alex is my niece. And I didn't plan on speaking, so just trying to remember things at the top of my head. Um, her boys, my nephews, ended up in foster care. And my sister came to me and asked me if I would take them because the foster parents wanted to take them out of state. So within 3 days, they gave them to me, and I had them for about 5 months. They offered me money. I didn't take it. I didn't take it because I love them and I love kids. And I don't think I should be paid for taking care of my nephews. I don't care who it is. Paying me to take care of kids is just wrong. But anyways, I went through the system. I dealt with CPS, DHS, and the prosecuting attorney. One of the things I didn't like is they're dishonest. They keep you in the dark. They won't answer your questions. And in court, like you've heard, they don't let you get to say what you want. It's what they've heard. They don't have the prosecuting attorney didn't have to have witnesses come up and say this is what they said. They just took it, that it was truth. So Alex didn't get to defend herself. When I was up there, and then CPS, during the trial, CPS and the prosecuting attorney sat together. And as a witness, you cannot go into the room until you've been called in and ask questions. And then after that, you can sit in and hear what everybody else is saying. But with CPS, she got to sit in the courtroom and listen to everybody that the prosecuting attorney brought in. And then she got to get up there and do her piece. She got all the information together that everybody said and worded it so it favored her. When I went to court, none of them were friendly to me. And when I got on the stand, my husband has MS, and he can't walk. He needs attention. I work part-time. I take care of him, and I was taking care of him. At that time, all I had was Malachi. But then she had the baby, and they asked me if I would take both of them. And at the time, I said no because my husband has MS, and I don't think I could handle the two kids. I could handle the older one because he'd been with me, and he was walking, and he was starting to, training pants and stuff. I think I could handle that. But they said no, they wanted to keep them together. But they tried to make me look bad, that I couldn't handle a husband that's disabled, 2 babies, and work a part-time job. At my age, I think I could have handled one. But anyways, Alex also pleaded the fifth in there, and the prosecuting attorney badgered her, and the judge made her answer. And that is wrong. He should have known better. He should have stopped. But when you have somebody young, I think they try to intimidate them, which they did. And then they asked the baby's attorney at the time, I think she's still there, if what her thoughts were about the babies. And she said, I believe that if he goes home, if the children go home, they will be shot in the head. Now, what kind of statement is that? They've tried to make my sister, the grandmother, my family look bad. They're good people. We're family people. We love our children. That's not the background we come from. But they will I believe, find anything to take your children away and give them to somebody else. Now, I don't know how true this is, but from my understanding, if you give, if you foster your kids out or adopt them out to a non-family, they get more money than if they go to a family member. And that seems wrong. For if you want to adopt these children and love these children, the cost shouldn't come out of the state from us. If you love those children like you love your own, you raise them as your own. You don't ask for help unless you need it. And CPS should be unifying these families, taking that money and helping these families get back together because they can make it. They can. They need support. And they're not supporting these families. And yes, it's true, I believe, that when somebody makes an accusation, is that right? That's all it takes. They're not going to believe you, no matter what. You can have witnesses, they don't believe you. So, fair, CPS is not fair. The prosecuting attorney is not fair. They don't care. The judge doesn't care. He doesn't know you. He doesn't know your background. He doesn't know your family. So probably after this, I didn't get my license to be foster care because I was doing this because I love Malachi. That's who I had at the time. I love them both. I got to be with him when she had her visits. But I'm not doing it for the money. I don't care if it's a relative or not. I love kids. Everybody calls me grandma. Doesn't have to be my own kids. But anyways, so I'm here to support Alex and you guys, and hopefully we'll come together and win. We will win. Okay, we will win because they're wrong. They're wrong. People think, people sit back and think, oh, she's a bad parent, he's a bad parent, because this is what they're saying. They're like politicians. They want to make the vote, they want to make a name for themselves, and they don't care. They think we're a small minority. We're not. We're growing. We're growing. And we will win. So, my